from Hazel Park Viking Ice Arena for the championship game between the Bruins and the Canadians in red. Tommy Morris here doing your play-by-play with Bobby Morris. Bobby the Scab Morris. Bobby, what do you expect to see from this today?
We're going to have a good game. We're going to introduce these players. It's been a long season, and both these teams worked really hard. And I tell you what, Tommy, it's not a league that I'd rather watch play a competitive game because these two teams, obviously, last week, they didn't like each other. There was over 114 minutes and penalties, and we were thought that something was going to break out. Well, let's hope we got a good, clean game today as both these teams get ready to face them.
Stevens coming back from a pinky. He's been out 2 months, pinky injury. Jason, the Polish Flame Kwiatkowski. Back up, Bobby. Oh, here, come on.
Say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Let's do strong.
And here we go with the opening face-off here in this championship game. This should be a barn burner, Bobby. Both teams all geared up, you can see already. They're all looking kind of confused. The coaching is like all over the place.
It's going to be a dandy. The tension is so tight in this arena, you can almost cut a knife through it.
And we're getting ready for the opening face-off, line against line here, strength against strength. And again, Bobby Morris, your color commentary, Tommy Morris, your play-by-play action. And let's get right to the nitty-gritty, boys and girls. Here we are. Opening face-off, and right off the bat, some confusion. Matching lines already here in the early part.
This is interesting. The door was open, and Stevens trying to get out there for a quick line change, and already they're matching wits against each other.
Well, Coach Paul Schneeman has been in this league for 40 years. You come down here, Bobby. Watch your court. Early moments of the first period, and Skopel takes a fall to Wurzba. Wurzba tries to do a how do you do against Kazmarek, and the speedy Kazmarek will start out down the wing up over center. Kazmarek, he's trying to go around wide. He bowls his way, and they both fall and crash into the boards heavily. Still kept in, a big shot there, and a saver relay score! Right out the bat like that, and a big opening goal.
Mr. Ian Morgan, number 18, using the right place at the right time, Tommy, and all he did was pick up the loose puck and deposit it right between the legs of Smith.
Well, we'll see if that unnerves the Canadians here early. I mean, that's a big goal right off the bat here in a championship game. 26 seconds in.
I tell you, the speed of Pittsburgh down the right way. Boy, was he strong on his skates.
Had a little, gotta be careful there that, you know, going back there like that, you know, those boards on this fresh ice, you know, you go, anything could happen.
They're bouncing.
There we go, and Joe Merrick over to Coach Schneeman. Schneeman couldn't corral that, but Bobsha Wurzba on the wing. He throws up to Price over center. Price drops it back to Merrick, tips it up over center to Knight. Knight takes his time. He gets it over to the Polish Prince, who will fire it. It hits a leg and bounces out, and here's a break. He still bounces it around. Schneeman coming right in, takes him wide, but Wurzba catches up to him, and he'll gain control of the puck. Wurzba up off the glass and out. Early moments of the first period here. We're glad you could join us live on DetroitCity.tv. We welcome everybody that is watching this championship game action between the Bruins and the Canadians.
Kazmarik's wasting no time to get back out there. They want that speedy right winger out there every time, matching up against the Stevens line.
That play a little too far for an icing. The early moments of the first period here, and already 1-0 for the Canadians. And you mentioned Dan Stevens coming off he's been out 6 weeks with a compound fracture of his pinky.
It's a devastating injury.
Stevens at the draw against Kazmarek to the right of Kipros. Into the corner, Stevens gains control. He dumps it back in behind Kipros, and Bob Lackey, the captain for the Bruins, will start out. He just tries to lift it out. It's knocked down by Kasdan along the boards. He'll dump it back, and Jerry Skopel will handle it. Or it's 15. I keep mentioning his name. Is that Skopel? Yeah, Skopel will have it.
Bitter and Lackey are settling it down.
Dave Kenny, whose brother John is out of town here for the championship game and led him most of the year, and that's why Kazmarek has been called up. Play up through center, a little scrambly over the line. Stevens gains control. Stevens looks around, a wrist shot, and he fires that over the head of everybody. Skopel in along the boards against Curry. Curry digs it out, but it goes to Kenny for the Bruins. Pinched in by Doman on the far side. A little pile up there, and Kasdan will keep it in for the Canadians and swing it back around. Skopel and Stevens in behind the net battling for the puck. Ian Morgan up through Kazmarek, up through center. Kazmarek beats 3 Canadians. He's pinched off the puck, but Morgan will pick it back up. Long line changes there. He'll just dump it in, and that's knocked in by Kwiatkowski over to Doman, and the Canadians will settle it down, get a line change, and try to move it out.
Now the Canadians, the Polish Kabasa comes over the line with the puck, and he's driving to the net as hard as he can with a shot.
The Bruins come back out, and here comes Rick Hecker. Rick Hecker with some speed up through center. Poke check nicely out over the line, and Bobsha Wurzba will handle it for the Canadians. Wurzba, the leading goal scorer in the league this year. Looking around, no one's on him. He can't find anybody. He'll just dump it through center. It's knocked back into him on the delayed offsides. Over to Price on the board. Price, a little behind the skates. He has to pull up. Dump it back over to Bill Doman.
Come back and start all over again.
Early moments of the first period here, 6:40 to go in the first. Bruins on a 1-0 game here on a goal by Ian Morgan. Dumped in the front, knocked down by Beach, not out. Kwiatkowski takes it, hits a couple legs in front, bounces to the corner. Bobsha Wurzba in the corner corrals it. He drops it over to Kwiatkowski, it pops over his stick and out. Canadians looking kind of calm here in the early moments.
Yeah, they're trying to match up their lines well. They're like really tentative right now against these Bruins.
Price, the first one in the corner, dumped his own pass in there, hits Veach's skate again. Price still with the puck, he dumps it out front. Nobody there but a Bruin, and here they come 2-on-1, Dave Wall.
We got a 2-on-1.
Dave Wall, if he hurries, could not corral that puck and fired it in. Comes to his own player though. Out the Wall, Wall with the shot. Oh, and a big stop right there. Schneeman clears it right out front, and luckily...
It hit Smith right in the shoulder.
Who's 8? Skopel tips it to Kasdan, not out, and the shot down in front of Kipros in the same goal!
What happened on that play? Had a really good year.
out front. Stevens grabbed the rebound there and deposited to make this a 1-1 game.
He had 11 goals and 16 assists on the season.
Just like that, 1-1 game. Kwiatkowski tried to dump it up through center, and Rick Hecker's there. Rick Hecker, a little how do you do? Couldn't get around Kwiatkowski. It's dumped back out through center, and Kazmarek will start over. Kazmarek will dump it in and go chase. He does got some wheels. Here comes Doman in. Nice play there to Kwiatkowski. It's tipped but not out. To the line and kept in by Scopel. Here's Hecker along. He tries to dump it out front, intercepted by Stevens. Stevens could not get it out. To Hecker, to Kazmarek. Kazmarek shoots it wide. Morgan in again. Back around the boards. I keep calling him Hecker, but it's Morgan. Back to Lackey. Lackey keeps it in. He's looking around. A little chip up front. Oh, and that one high and wide for Ian Morgan, the goal scorer up front, and he just tipped that one.
Going back to the Canadians' goal, though, Tommy, I tell you what, this Randy Cass has got 11 goals, 16 assists. He's been their go-to guy the last month of the season. He really snapped it. I think the rebound was tucked in there by, what was it, number 8? They had that?
Dan Stevens back there.
Dan Stevens, unbelievable.
Dan Stevens. He's been out for, you know, what a big addition that is at the last moment.
Broken people, yes, sir.
Joe Merrick will clear for the Canadians. Up off the boards to Price. Price chips it in against Beach. Price into the corner, looking around. Price still looking.
Right.
Swings in behind Kiprose, dumps it out front, hits a couple legs, and that'll be intercepted by Hecker. Hecker looking out center ice, kept in by Schneemann. Wiersba out front, hits Kiprose, blocks that off, and Hecker gets poke checked by Wiersba back out front and knocked away to the boards and cleared up through center. A little too far for Dave Wallen down the ice. They wave off the icing. 4:16 to go here in the first period. 1-1 tie. Up and down action here. Knight chipped it away from his own man. He's racing in against Doc Harvey. Harvey will clear the zone up through center to an open wing. Nobody there except for Joe Merritt. Merritt, little couple moves there. He'll just dump it in. 3:45 to go in the first period.
The Bruins are matching wits. They're putting Powers. Number 9's got the puck right now. Open the wing is with Wall chasing.
That's just tipped back out, and here's James Knight. Over to Boccia Wiersba. A lot of room on that side they're giving him. You can't give him that much room. Out front to Knight. Knight out for the tip. Oh, and he just couldn't handle that. Over to Price. Knocked down by Doc Harvey. Up on the boards to Powers. Powers coming out. He's got Kazmarek up through center. Kazmarek with the puck, a little how do you do there at the line. Kazmarek looking around. Kazmarek a little spin around there in the corner to himself. Canadians go for like just right front shot. Another rebound, scores! And oh my goodness, Dave Wall on 2 shots.
I tell you, you want action. You want action on a Sunday night. Kazmarek in the corner put a beautiful spinorama move, getting it to his line mate, and I tell you what, he made no mistake putting that puck in the net off his own rebound. The funny thing is, Tommy, he was a second leading goal scorer on the team with 12 goals.
Dave Wall, ex from Ohio State, ex-Buckeye here.
Is that why he wears the red pants?
That is why he wears the red pants. Plus, he's too old to buy any more pants.
They could be expensive.
Bruins keep it in again. Dumped out front. Kazmarek got a handle on that, but Dan Stevens will start off, and it's intercepted by Kazmarek again. Kazmarek.
A lot of slick going on now.
Backing around, Ian Morgan. Ian Morgan gets dumped back in the corner again. Little pass too far, and that'll go for icing. With 2:31 to go in the first period, 2-1, Bruins. We'll be right back after this message.
It can happen to the best of us. It can happen in an instant. It doesn't care about crucial moments or who is watching, nor does it care if you return. Don't let it take you out of your game. Depends for Men, designed specifically for the senior beer league hockey player. Developed and approved by NASA technicians, this new 3-point absorbent comfortable fit will keep any player streaky quick and light on their skates no matter the load. Depends. Don't let it take you out of your game.
Face off to the right of Mike Smith. Won by the Canadians. Dumped over there by Wurzman, but no one's home. Hecker, cross ice. Over to Powers. Powers looking around. Powers pulls up. He dumps it back to the point. Doc Harvey throws it back in the corner. Powers throws it out front. Nobody there. And that comes out over the line, and Marv Beach has to start over for the Bruins.
Marv Beach started 3 goals and 12 assists on the season.
A little mix-up there. Can't make that kind of mistake in the zone. Wurzman straddles the line. He bumps it in over, hits a couple legs, but Knight's got it. Back out front. Misses everybody. It comes out, and here's Wall, the goal scorer. He just throws it to an open wing. This may be, no, they wave it off.
1:46 left in the period.
Bumped around, intercepted by Wall. He reads that nicely. Wall, little pass too high, but it comes right to Powers. A shot, it hits a leg, comes right out to Hecker. A shot, he hits the post and scores! And Rick Hecker, just like that, hits a couple of legs, and Hecker deposits that shot. He was left all by himself.
I heard a pipe. It hit the post initially, and the poor defenseman, number 40, he laid down on the play. He couldn't. He tried to get back up, but there's no mistake made when the puck ends up on your stick. And he shot it and he scored. What a great goal.
Rick Hecker, the sponsor of the Bruins from Eiffel Industries here, and I'm sure he'll be happy to contribute there.
Everybody in the Eiffel Industries are going to be part of your lad.
That might be going far enough for an icing here. And, you know, I tell you what, with John Tenney out of the lineup, we got Kazmarek there. It adds a little speed, but John Tenney's scoring touch is really tough to be replaced for the Bruins.
Definitely missed. He was their captain, their stud, their leader, little squeaky.
That's right. Face off to the right of Kipros here. Minute 20 to go in the first period. Won by the Bruins, and out hits Kazmarek all by himself in the breakaway. Kazmarek coming in right in, shoots, and he misses wide. Gets a rebound out front, and scrambles. And it's got to the corner, and Kwiatkowski will throw it in on the backboard on the far side here.
Boy, Tommy, that took seconds to get down there.
That was a big play there, a big stop. There's Stevens right in. Stevens coming in, shot, and Kipros had to be sharp on that. Less than a minute to go in the first period. Stevens looks like he just blew a tire there, and no explanation. Look it to the ref, and he's still lumbering to get out. Kazan will bump it in. That goes over Kipros's head, and Lackey for the Bruins. Out to Ian Morgan, who gets pinched out there by Bill Dolman, who runs him into the boards. They'll start over. 30 seconds to go here in the first period.
Two teams are getting shifted. Bodies flying, Bob goes down.
Big Nate Curry dumps it right in on Kipros and gets a change.
What a collision. Hansen and Beach. What a collision.
Powers with the puck, gets it right back to goal scorer Hecker. Right on Smith, rebounded! It's stuck right by Mike Smith with 7 seconds to go in the first period. I don't know how that got through.
He'd like to have that back, Smith would for sure. Oh my goodness, man. And along the ice. Coach Lackey barking instructions. He wants this team to keep shooting the puck on net like that. Just keep shooting the puck on the net.
That was a big goal, 4-1. 3-goal lead now for the Bruins. As we'll see what kind of game they'll play here. And just like that, the end of the first, with the score, the Bruins 4 and the Canadians 1.
DCTV Sports Network, home of the USA Men's 35 Hockey League. www.DetroitCity.tv.
Back to the action here live after a first period barrage from the Bruins. We do welcome here on the DCTV Sports Network here everybody that is watching around Newfoundland. Here comes Hecker up over the line. He'll put it in on Smith. Smith deflects that to the corner. Wurzman the first one there, but couldn't get it out. Schneeman with the puck. Look at Schneeman up the Price. He misses that pass up through the center. And the Canadians regroup. Early moments of the second period if you're just joining. Up over the line, and Wurzman Up to Knight, who dumps it in the corner.
He's trying to lead the troops. They want to get disorganized. There's a puck in the corner that should have been caught.
A lot of turnovers early here for the Bruins. Oh, and there's an interference call on Wall on Price as he just stuck the arm out on him.
I think he embellished that a little bit. That's Kevin. We love him. There was one time I was sitting in the locker room with him. He was drinking a beer before the game.
None of these guys drink beer before the game. They're all well-conditioned athletes, I thought.
Excellent athletes. Great condition.
So we'll see. This is a big power play opportunity for.
Oh my goodness, you can see number 18, Ian Morgan. He's their sniper on the power play. He's going to be out there. He's going to be out there trying to defend it.
Capacity crowd here at Viking Ice Arena. We're glad you're with us on DetroitCity.tv tonight to watch the championship game here between the Canadians in red, who just won a draw to Kwiatkowski, and the Bruins in yellow. Early moments of the second period here, 4-1. If you're just tuning in, the Bruins taking an early barrage lead.
Jason Kwiatkowski.
Kwiatkowski dumps it to Stevens. Stevens dumps it in on the power play, and I don't know if that's wise to dump it in on this Bruins defense. Kept in. Lackey spins around. He gets it over to Ian Morgan. Morgan just calmly dumps it out.
No line change. We're going to keep both lines on.
Dan Stevens methodically gets a little hook up through center. He gets poke checked. Kwiatkowski had to cover for him. He dumps it up over to Wurzba, who tried to beat Kazmarek. Kept it up at the line, chips it up over to Ian Morgan. Morgan looking around. Morgan carries it deep. Morgan against two Canadians. He'll just dump it, clear it in, and get a change. Up through center, Wurzba with the puck.
57 seconds left in the power play.
Goes into the corner. Beach controls it. Yeah, he sure did. Beach controls it, looking around. He dumps it up. No. Over to Kwiatkowski, back over to Knight. Knight with a shot. Hits a couple bodies, never got through. Wurzba in the corner, he spins around. Wurzba goes around the ref, dumps it out over to Doman. Doman looking around. Doman with a shot. Hits Marvin front. A rebound comes right up front of the man. Scramble. And it's still creased. Here comes Kwiatkowski with it. A backhand. It hits a couple bodies. It's still loose. And Dave Kenny finally comes out with it for the Bruins. He loves it out himself. Dave Kenny with the puck. He'll waste some time. He turns back now. And a nice play by Kenny to kill some time on the clock.
Kenny, 6 goals and 13 assists in the season. What good defensive work there.
And the Bruins just cleared, and that'll be it for the power play. 6-5, 4-3-2-1. And a nice kill. And the Canadians come close, but nothing went on there. There's Price on the far side. Price against Marvey, spins around, throws it right to Bobch. Bobch out front, he shoots! Oh, and a big stop by Kiprose! Boy, they needed that one. Price again looking around, right out front again. Here's Bobch again with a shot, he fires that one off the leg. Canadians pressing, they can't get nothing going here. Still in the zone. Kwiatkowski looking around. Kwiatkowski dumps it over to Doman. Doman hits a lay out front.
That's gotta hurt. He's slipping to the bench.
Gay Ball with the puck. Goal score Wall. Tries to go in after his own rebound. Wall still pushes Kwiatkowski off the puck. It comes to Powers. And Nate Curry has to start over for the Canadians. Curry up over to Stevens. Stevens along the left side. Stevens pulls up. Stevens looking around. Stevens comes out for the side. That's knocked away by Kiprose. Wall will clear on the far side, but not out. Joel Merritt in at the line.
He just came off the bench.
Caston did, eh? Oh yeah, he's standing there by himself. No one sees him. It comes to Merritt all by himself at the line.
There's a trigger.
Over to Caston.
Oh, what a save by George. Oh, I tell you what, time I played a lot of hockey with George, and he was just awesome the last 5 minutes.
George Kiprose, who apparently has taken his medication today early.
Goals against average during the season, 2.47 goals against. Had to be one of the league leaders. Had to be one of the league leaders for the last league. The playoffs, 3.14 so far. I tell you what, the kid, he held on the fort. Canadians put a lot of pressure, but George, who we love to death, kicking him out.
Caston wins the draw. Comes to Curry. Kiprose knocks that away. Curry in behind the net. It's been all Canadians this period. Bops out, and here's a little too far for Kaczmarek, and hits a leg out there as Kwiatkowski tried to clear it. Two Canadians racing for the puck up over the boards, and Curry gets it out. Bruins will start over. 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes to go. Oh, a big collision there up at center. Kasdan and Stevens.
You know, Tommy Stevens is trying to get his legs back, and he keeps running into his own players.
And that could, you know, is that going to help him or hurt him here?
Well, I mean, he's got the puck now. Nice pass up ahead to Brzezinski.
Oh, where's but poke checked by Bob Lackey nicely, and here comes the speedster Kaczmarek down the boards. Kaczmarek fires in, hits the leg, comes over to Ian Morgan, a goal scorer. Tried dumping it in front, but nobody there but Kwiatkowski.
Just under 5 minutes left to play in the second period.
Price and Marv Veach going into the corner. They have a history. Marv pitches him off nicely. Price moves his legs. Here's Price got control of it. He's been digging, but has to start over as it bounces up over the zone. Back over to Kwiatkowski again. It looks like the Canadians have been double shifted. Dangerous move in front, cleared the zone. Watch out, the door's open. Almost too many men.
They just made a quick change right now, trying to choose your defenseman.
Russ wave off the icing. Joe Merritt looking, a long stretch pass, tipped by Price into the Bruin zone. 3:58 to go. That's knocked out of the play, and faceoff will be outside.
You know about that line change? They're trying to get the tired defenseman off, but the defenseman said they're not tired, so they wouldn't come off. And now it looks like we got Sheehan, the team captain. He's been playing in this league since the '60s, hasn't he, Tom?
I think he was born to. I think he was born at center ice.
He just got the puck and he made a nice dump in right now.
4-1 for the Bruins here. Late parts of the second period. Dave Wall will just chip it over Merritt. Merritt knocks it in on his own goaltender Smith, who will just clear it and hold for the faceoff. So what have been the key points up to this point, Bobby?
The aggressiveness of the Boston defense. They got an early lead. They're going to try to wrap a blanket around these Canadians. The Canadians have had a good period so far. I've seen them come out with hustle. I've seen them come out with discipline and play, but they're being stymied by this young goaltender named George Kipris.
4-1 here. Canadians had control of the zone most of this period. Could not put one past Kipros. Face off to the left of Mike Smith, Canadian goaltender, Randy Kasdan, Jeff Kaczmarek. Puck is dropped, Kaczmarek right to Kenny. Oh, he just fired that one wide. Bounces around to Jerry Scoble, gets poke check, and Stevens will start off. Stevens, he cuts wide. He still cuts wide to beat Kaczmarek. Kaczmarek diving all over the place, 2-1. Here it goes, shot. He tried taking it, hits Lackey out in front, and Bob Lackey will start off. Yeah, they were chopping it. 3-on-2. Lackey dumps it up over to Morgan, hits Lackey. Pass behind him, he couldn't control it, and Nate Curry will chip it out. A little too far for Stevens, bounces over Scopel's stick. Stevens will gather the puck. Along the board, spin-a-rama over to the Kipros, who could not control it. He finally bounces on it and forces a face-off with 2:59 left.
Stevens come over the line, and boy, he's got two guys on his back. He's really turned it up a notch this period. Stevens, who's coming off that bad broken finger injury that left him devastated. He's a guy that they depend on.
Bruins control the draw, but Kasdan uses his body, throws it back to the point, dumped in front.
Stevens watch it, boy.
Right out to Stevens, a shot deflects off a couple bodies, and that goes into the corner. Canadians, Kasdan the first one to the puck. Canadians, looks or hits a skate, Kaczmarek is there. Jeff Kaczmarek spins out, avoids one check. Still looking around. Canadians back way off him, he'll just dump it in. And Bruins will make a change on their defense. Nate Curry with the puck. Kasdan couldn't handle that on the back check by Wall, and the Bruins will start over.
Big Marv's out there with Harvey.
Oh, up there in the corner. Crowd screaming for a call on that. No call, Powers.
Let them play, boys.
That's it. Here's Bobster Wurzma with the puck. Wurzma gains it. Wurzma looking around. He tucks his stick in there. Wurzma still looking over to James Knight. It bounces off his stick. He couldn't handle the pass. Knight just turns around, throws a puck up through center. Wall intercepts it, hits Price from the Canadians. It bounces back into the corner, and Veach will control it. Veach, the all-star defenseman, gives it right back to Kevin Price. Over to Wurzba. He could not drag it through Powers. He tried to drag it and couldn't do it. And Powers looking around, coming up methodically. He'll just dump it in and get a change. 1:35 to go in there. Rolls to the puck, dumps it out front. Knight runs in the wall. Goes right out to Hecker, right out front. A shot, and Smith will end up holding that for a face-off.
He looked behind him for a second. You know, Tommy, going back to that rush up there, the Polish ribs, he did a great move. He pulled up. You know, you got to catch a pass. You got to be able to lay that pass, keep your stick on the ice and deposit it. It's just too hard for a Knight to handle, and that cost him a scoring chance.
1:26 to go. The face-off to the right of Smith. We are here live on DetroitCity.tv. Thank you for being with us. Championship game here between the Canadians in red and the Bruins in yellow. James Knight for the Canadians, Dave Kenny for the Bruins, and Knight wins the face-off. Paul Schneemann dumps it around to an open wing. It's kept in there nicely. Hits Harvey in the back of the leg. Out front, comes just behind Ian Morgan, and he could not control that, but it's still kept in by Dave Kenny. Whew. Ian Morgan, he dumps it into the corner. Rick Hecker goes steaming in there. He pins in him and Merrick, two red shirts, but dumped out front. Schneemann tips it to the line, and now Veach comes right in, a shot, and Schneemann blocks it. It comes right out front again, and Smith has to be quick on that.
He's trying to push guys out of the way. The old-timer is hurt, but he blocked that hard Veach shot.
Here's Bob Shabursba with it. He fires that wide, not even close to the net. Comes to Dave Kenny, and up on the far boards over to Ian Morgan, who does a little stutter step. He goes around Joe Merritt. He tries dumping out front. Nobody there but Paul Schneemann. Wurzba. 25 seconds to go. Wurzba up over the left side. He makes a move. He pops in. Two moves. Hits a couple legs as he tried to feed Knight out front. I think he's been a little too...
He turned on a just now. There's a race. There's a race to the puck. Runner. Pass in front. Oh!
At the side of the net, they're digging around there off of Smith. He can't get a hold of it. It's still loose. Milner not calling it. Still loose, and finally the whistle blows after a mad scramble at the side of the net.
Woo! What a period of action.
Both teams play that to an even 0-0. Tie in that period, 4-1 still, the Bruins and the Canadians.
Detroit City TV had a chance to catch up with Bruin goalie George Kipros. Talk a little bit about hockey.
I know that some in our audience don't know the finer points of hockey. Could you tell them, for example, what is icing?
Well, icing happen when the puck come down, bang, you know, before the other guys. Nobody there, you know. My arm comes out, then the game stop, then start up.
I see. What is high sticking?
High sticking happen when the guy take the stick, you know, and he go like that. You know, you don't do that.
You don't do that?
Oh, no, never, never.
Why not?
Against the rules. You know, you're stupid when you do that. Just some English pig with no brain
Dennis,
at all, you know.
What is slashing?
Slashing is like that, you know.
And there's a penalty for that?
Yeah, and for a trip also, you know, like that, and for hook like this, and for spear, you know, like that. All bad.
Bad.
You do that, you go to the box, you know, 2 minutes by yourself, and you feel shame, you know, and then you get free.
I think that went very well.
Thank you to George Kipros for explaining the finer points in hockey.
Barnburner up to this point as both teams line up. Score remains the same as they go up through center, and here comes Rick Hecker right off the draw. Hecker throws one in front, it bounces off Smith. Kept in at the line. Gets the leg out front, goes to the corner. Knight throws it around, there's nobody there but the Bruins. Dave Wall with the puck. Wall, a nice little stutter step move. Wall fires it and hits Schneemann right in the head. Comes right out front to Hecker. Hecker with a shot, tipped. Oh, and right into the pads of Smith.
Smith just covered it up. Watching his rebound. Covered it up.
Boy, oh boy, Powers, they're laid right out there in the front. And
I can't find my beard. They're changing the lines really quick. Ian Morgan's coming off, and they're going to try to match up with the Canadians' Caston. He's their striker. He's their go-to guy. The Caston ready to take the face off against Caston.
well, I think it might be a little too late to keep matching it this time. Face off one, a quick shot. Smith will grab that and he'll hang on to it.
Like the Statue of Liberty of there, Tommy.
Again, the face off to the left of Smith, the veteran goaltender for the Canadians. Kazmarek controls it over to Kenny. It's blocked in front by the Canadians. Wojciechowski couldn't get it. Marks right to Morgan, and Morgan turns around and fires it. Smith had to be sharp on that. Morgan again looking around. Had Kazmarek far side, couldn't get it to him. Stevens comes up with the puck and he passes it up to Kazan on the right side. Kazan looking around, coming down. He tries putting it on another rebound. Shots!
There's a quick elbow.
Kipros had to be sharp on that. Nate Curry grabbed that errant pass and
The big guy went in there with elbows high, boy. Some of the Bruins aren't going to like that.
face off to the left of Kipros. Right on. Kipros had to be sharp on that. He'll cover and hold again. Early moments of the third period. We thank you for being with us here live on Detroit City TV. Hope you're enjoying this action from Viking Ice Arena for the championship game here. Bruins control the draw. Kazan grabs it, the Canadians are still jostling in the corner. Kazan tries dumping it out front, hits Kazmarek's skate. He'll turn around, fire it, but not out. Wojciechowski will put it right back in the front, hits a couple bodies, bounces to Stevens up front to get a shot, and Nate Curry on his backhand just whistled that one wide. Here's Dave Kenny, gets the errant rebound up to Ian Morgan. Morgan looking around, Morgan will pull up breaks. Morgan controls the puck. There's a couple how-do-you-dos. The puck is still loose in the front, bounces right in. Look out for Kazmarek. He turns around and hits a skate. Bill Doman for the Canadians. Over to Wojciechowski. Wojciechowski missed everybody. Ian Morgan, first one on. He'll dump it back into the zone, and the Canadians will start over.
Ian Morgan, he went to the net, and he went to the net hard. He's got 4 goals so far in his playoffs, and he's really playing really hard for the
Popsha couldn't get it out, hits a couple legs, bounces over to Powers, up to Hecker. Hecker coming in, shoots, big stop, rebound, bounces in, right through the crease. And Powers could not tuck it in there, just poke checked at the last minute by Doman. That could have been a backbreaker.
Right through the crease, nobody there to check it in.
Price throws it all the way back in his own zone. Wojciechowski has to go back for it. Wojciechowski, an errant pass. Bruins chip it back in. Early moments there, 7:30 to go in the third period. It's been all Bruins here as they took a 4-1 lead early and haven't let up.
Very clean game, no penalties we got so far in this game. These two teams, they do not like it.
We'll see if it gets chippy coming up a little later on. What do you think?
I hope not.
Joe Merritt with the puck. Merritt called in earlier in the year. Hits Kazmarek, who chips it to himself, and Stan Stevens will. Stevens, they call him East-West Danny. Coming in, Danny wheels away, shot wide, Kaz with the rebound and fires that one over the net. And Randy Kaz, the tennis pro, looked like he was.
It was pretty interesting because Kazmarek made a nice move to cut towards the center of the ice. Someone grabbed him by the back of the shoulder pads and pulled him down to the ice. He did not like that. There's a quick transition, and the next thing you know, the Kaz didn't come down and almost a scoring opportunity. But Kipros has been out of his game, hasn't he?
Georgia's been strong, and it's the beginning about this time. You're starting to look at MVP candidates. The Bruins with a 4-1 lead. The Canadians must get something here in the next short period of time.
He's been their go-to guy all year. He's a stud in that, George.
Bounced out to the far boards, Lackey and Stevens. Lackey blows a tire. Stevens goes around the net, gains control, still looking around. Played off lightly by Ian Morgan. Goes around Scoper. Stevens out front, goes right to shot and a rebound. Nothing there, but Kaz did.
Quickest leg in the league.
Kiprose has been on top of his game, and he's needed to be, that's for sure. Paul Schneemann with the puck. Schneemann gets intercepted up to Dave Kenny. Kenny,
look out, no one on him. Nice pass.
couldn't get that shot away.
James Knight broke it up.
Price again looking, he finds Bobcher up over center. Sure did throw the elbow up. Lackey clears it up to Powers. They're taking advantage of Schneemann. Steve Powers right out front. Goes over to Lau, but broken up nicely. Kevin Price around a couple guys. Boy, the Bruins are back checking tough.
Let's get his hand for an ice. And the whistle will be blown. That's not an icy call time. He's calling a penalty on something.
Jason.
Oh, it's a too many men on the ice call.
Oh, man, that's a killer.
Canadians are going to be going to the box. It's going to give the Boston an extra power.
Oh, you can't have that this time of game. A bench penalty, too many men on the ice. Whatever happened there, who do you blame on that one? The coaching staff? Uh-oh, Schneemann, Coach Schneemann giving it to him.
Yeah, the coach, he went up to the referee. He wants to know why that call was made. He wants an explanation. He doesn't know why. I don't even think referee Greg Fleming knows why.
Greg Fleming, the veteran, has been in the penalty box many times.
We watched him grow up, Tommy, and I tell you what, there isn't a better guy to take a hold of the championship game than Greg Fleming.
And they're still having trouble on the bench here. Breakdown in communication late, 4-1 game.
Mr. Stevens is going to take the ice with a broken thumb. You don't mess around,
Face off to the right of Smith. Control, lost the handle on that. Stevens on the boards will just clear it out and down the ice. They may have to take some chances here late with this power play here.
With the 5-minute mark.
Wall will dump it in. Bill Doman almost overskates it, gets control of it, pulls it over to Stevens. Dan Stevens gets caught, and no, they're going to even it up right here. There's a makeup call right there as Dave Wall.
Dave Wall, 12 goals, 5 assists on the air. He got his hand caught in the cookie jar.
Yeah, he sure did.
Flipped the stick out of the hand of the young right wing, and he wants to know why. You're going to hear a door slam here, but you can't have your stick up that high and knock the stick out of somebody's hand and get away with it. Not in this league. Oh, you know that, Tommy. That's happened to you several times.
Well, you get it caught on someone's equipment, and even if it gets caught on someone's equipment, your stick is still on the gloves. What are you going to do?
More line changing going on between the Bruins and number 15. Scopel remains on the ice, and Ian Morgan has been a stud all game. He's coming out to play right wing with the speedy Kaczmarek.
4-on-4 here, a little over 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
Our boy, my drinking scab buddy, Kevin Price, ready to take the draw. They're still fighting amongst themselves. He wants to know why the call was made.
Oh, Knight almost broke through there.
Kaczmarek was Kaczmarek and Morgan. What a great match for the guy here, Tom.
There's a shot, and Kaczmarek just missed that wide.
Morgan with the rebound.
He dumps it back, nobody there but Kazan. Kazan, a little soft pass to himself up the boards. There's Kazan down the wing. Kazan, he gets pushed to the outside, trying to bolt through the net, threw it in the crease. Not happening there, and Kaczmarek will block and throw it up over center. Bill Doman with the puck. Cross ice to Stevens. Stevens starts out over the red line. Stevens looking around, he'll pull back up. He dumps it over to Kazan. Kazan bounces over a stick, uses his body, throws it back over to Bobcher Wurzbo, throws it out to the opposite corner. Kaczmarek first to the puck, he tries clearing it, not out. Over to Wurzbo. Wurzbo with a shot, hits a couple skates in front. Kiprose poke checks it, but right back to Wurzbo. Wurzbo with the puck again, looking around. Wurzbo with a shot, he hits another leg, comes to him. Decides to throw it over to Stevens. Stevens looking around. 3:49 to go. 4-on-4 here. Both teams looking a little winded.
One more shots in it. He keeps screaming at his comrades, shoot the puck, he's screaming.
He has a large contingent watching tonight. Wurzba with the puck looking for the goal. He tries dragging it. Knocked down by Kazmarek up through center. And Kazmarek will clear the zone.
Kazmarek with a shot out there so fast.
Little too far and icing. That'll be an icing on Boxer Wurzba. And he is starting to really get. Oh, look at him now. He's starting to get up.
The referees are getting a lot of blame right here. They're trying to call a close game.
We'll see what happens here late in the third period.
3 minutes and 20 seconds left.
And so we start talking about MVP candidates. We have to start talking about the MVP candidates here for the Bruins.
On the Ray team, Ian Morgan's had a hell of a game.
Ian Morgan's had one. Who else has had 2 goals? Rick Hecker's had a goal. Who else scored?
Defensively, George is really shutting down.
George Kiprose has shut them down when they needed to. Here's Kevin Price a little too far. And Marv Beach will just chip it in.
Look at the hard work of Dave Wall.
Dave Wall, too, has got a goal there. He's been stellar. We'll see here in the last couple minutes. Price can't control that puck. Gives it to Doman. Doman pinches up on defense. Knight tries to take the puck from him. They get crossed. And here's Rick Hecker with the puck. He'll just dump it back up to Hecker again breaks that up. No room for the Canadians to skate out here. 5 Bruins back at all times. That's a little too far. Goes for an icing.
The Canadians are going to try to counter with some hustle and some speed. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. And we got Kazan out there again. They're speeding at 23. And of course, on the big left wing.
Kazmarek wins it a little too far. Lackey couldn't get there to keep it in, and he'll just turn around. It's an icing now. And that'll be all the way down.
The Bruins just keep playing their scrappy defensive game. They're just throwing a blanket on. They're just playing defensive right now. But take note, I haven't seen Kazmarek come up the ice.
Yeah, he's pulling a lot of sure is logging some minutes there.
But they're without their team leader and their hero and their captain John Kenny, so I can understand why.
Tied up, kick back. Bruins have gained control. Lackey chips it out to Powers. Powers throws it to Wall a little too far. Still kept in. Price, a nice move there. Throw it out front. Kazmarek back to break that up.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Stevens trying everything he can. Lackey reverses it, but no one there but Kevin. Price.
Down to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute mark, and it's up to Powers. Powers by himself up through center. Little dipsy there. Powers still looking around. He finds a late man Kazmarek, who just cleared into the corner. Shot off the heel of a stick. And it looks like there's Kwiatkowski there. The Bruins are starting to get a little excited here. Minute 45 to go. One last rush here. Price couldn't get through, and Marv Beach takes it. Beach, the steady defenseman. That's good. Knocked down by Knight. Over to Price. Comes in front of the Canadiens bench. Price still has it. Still looking around. Hits another Bruin. He's hooked. Still bothered.
Like a bunch of bumblebees going off. The Bruins are all over like a beehive.
They are all over them. They're not giving the Canadians any room to breathe. They haven't all game. And especially Bobka Rosebrew fans on that. Can't control it. And here comes Rick Hecker. Hecker looking. He's looking again. He's looking for some more. A shot, and Smith has to be quick on that. Knocks it to the corner. Dave Kenny races into the corner, but that'll be controlled by the Canadian Spirit. He'll swing it around, and we got a minute to go. And the Bruins are starting to get excited. The crowd is starting to chant the Bruins here. 50 seconds ago, Kiprose knocks that to the corner. Wurzba fires one over around the boards, kept in by Merritt. Merritt for the Canadians. Over to Doc Harvey, knocked down, and has Kazmarek all by himself. No, and look at that, a play by...
That's like Olympic speed. Elbows flying, sticks are splashing. That's Olympic speed right there.
Kwiatkowski, a nice play on Kazmarek. I thought he was by himself. Well, here's Wurzba skating now. Bobcha there, a little move there. What's he going to do here? That's wide.
15 seconds.
And they're counting down here at the Viking Ice Arena.
I'll let you take it home.
The Bruins are on the verge of their first championship. Coach Bob Lackey.
Take us home.
He's raising his hand out there. 5 seconds ago. Bob Lackey, the coach of the Bruins. And that is it. The Bruins win it in a classic game. Indeed, Bob Kipros here. The crowd's going electric. In a hard-fought game. Everybody's throwing the cans on the ice. And the Bruins, all year long, and that stellar defense, the goaltending behind George Kipros, have taken their first championship in years here.
That's our MVP, George Kipros. It's just been said by the press. This kid's had a great year. He was ignored during the All-Star game, but they're going to give it to
George Kipros, the young goaltender from Saskatoon.
Kosiak League.
And the Kosiak lead out of Oak Park has just been announced the game MVP here. And it's it, and the Bruins are all congratulating each other. Good job, well done. Both teams show sportsmanship. It was a hard-fought game. Very tough game.